In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace a hood cable in a Ford F-150. Remove 5 mounting screws for the grill. The bottom one is right here in the center. And they are a Phillips screw. Once you remove those, just grab the grill and pull it forward. Now we're going to grab this rubber seal and just pull it right out from the back brace for the grill. Now with a 10mm socket or 3/8, we're going to take off the hood latch that it's mounted to. Now you can grab that latch, try to pull it out so you can expose the back of the cable. You're going to grab the cable base. You might need to get a pair of pliers. I'm going to use a pair of needle nose, and I'm going to pull that base right up. There we go. And now you can see the cable is attached to this pivot point. So this clip is opened on this side, so we're going to slide it right through. I can grab the pair of needle nose, grab the clip itself, and hold on to this bracket. See if I can slide it right through. There we go. That's what it looks like. Now you can unloop the hood cable. I'm going to leave that right there with the clip. Now I'm going to follow that hood cable right down through the front body and come up over here. So now we'll go into the engine compartment and we're going to grab the cable on this side and start pulling it through. Pull it out on this side, and it runs right under the coolant tank. You can see it over here, and then out over to the air box. So now on the other side of the air box, I'm going to grab it and pull it through under the coolant and washer reservoir. And here it is on that side. Now we can follow it right down in the fender well and down to that grommet going through the firewall. As you can see, the cable is located right here through the firewall, and we're only like a foot away, so I'm going to go in, dismount it from under the dash, and pull it through. So once you open the door, you're going to see this little kick panel, and you're going to remove it. It's 4 Phillips screws. I'm just going to grab this and pull up. Once that's out of the way, I'm going to grab the left foot kick panel and pull this out. Set it aside. So now we've exposed the handle to the hood release, and you have 2 mounting screws right here, and they are 7mm, or probably 9/32. I'm going to pull that one out. And then as you can see, it has a tab in the back. It's going to go into a little slotted area, and then you pull on it. So now I'm going to go back under the hood, take the grommet, fold it in, so it pulls into the cab. So now I'm back in the engine compartment, and you can see where that cable, hood cable, goes through the firewall. I got a pry bar, and from here I'm just going to push down that grommet and poke it through the hole. So that way I can pull the whole cable out from inside. just like that. Perfect. Now I'm gonna make sure that cable's free enough, and it is. And let's pull it out from the inside. Just grab it. Now with the new cable, we're going to push it right through that firewall, the hole that's made for this. Just pull it out enough. Then we're going to go to the cab and pull it up the rest of the way. So now I've got the end of it. I'm just going to start pushing it through under the airbox, and then under the coolant and washer reservoir till it comes out the other side. And now I can pull it through. I'm going to go right through the front middle of the grill and right out the other side. So now I came to the front where the grill is located, and I'm just going to pull the cable through and how it was routed up and over to the latch. Here I'm going to hook the latch, the cable around the latch, push that in, get a pair of pliers, and snap it down, just like this. It's locked into place. Then I have my little lock tab, hold it with the pliers, and then guide that right on. Just like that. Now I can take my latch, fish it down through, line it right up with my mounting bolts. So I can see where the washer sat, so I'm going to try to line that up properly that way. So if you just start it by hand, you can see that it's pretty much lined up the same way. That's down too low. It just has to come up just a smidge. The same with the other side. This will help with lining it up. That's why I didn't clean it before I took it apart. I wanted to be able to make sure I lined it up to the way it was. Now you see, show some there. It needs to go more this way. So make sure you don't really tighten it too much. Make sure you can move it around, right like that. And now we're going to go in the cab and mount the handle. Now with a long screwdriver or pry bar, I'm going to try to push this grommet right through the firewall. Push it all the way around so that it fits right through and makes a seal. You don't want any water coming in. So I did add a little bit of a silicone grease just to help it be flexible and bend through the hole. And once I did that, I just grabbed the pliers and pry barred on the other side, pushed, and then pulled the rubber through. So now that the grommet's in, you're going to take your cable, make sure that that half hook goes right into that steel. Make sure the wiring harness is on the inside, not the outside of that handle. And you're going to take your mounting screw and start it, just tighten it up. Start the other one. Make sure that this end is in, yep. And just give it a snug. So before we put in the side kick panel here, sometimes these stay in, but you need to pop these out. I have a trim tool here. See if I can get to it. I don't recommend pulling that way because you can rip it right out. Go to the base, pop it out, do the same to the bottom, get it started, then go to the base. Now we're going to take these and attach it to the kick panel so it's much easier to install. So they just go, that little tab slides through, pop it up, do it to both sides. And make sure that your center grommet, the one that goes here, looks like this real long one, make sure that's out also. So now we're going to line it up. The top goes under, goes around, Feel where the holes are. Right there, and then tap it in. It's nice and flush. Grab the real long one. Here's the grommet holder. Push that in. Now we can assemble our kick panel down here, the step panel. Line up the screw holes and then start tightening them down. Okay, line up the screw holes and then start tightening down. Once one is truly lined up, the rest should just follow. Now your grill's going to go in this spot like that. You have two tabs, one on both sides. You're going to line them up on the bottom and pull it forward. You have 5 mounting screws. They're all Phillips. They're just body screws. I'm going to put the top 4 in. Just start them by hand. In case one doesn't line up, you don't want to. Okay. Or we could tighten the top ones. And then we have the one in the center. Now you're going to put the shorter of the two on the top. Just fit it right in there. That way you can really push your fingers in. So now all we have to do is shut the hood and make sure that that hood latch is lined up properly. Make sure it shuts down all the way. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.